When will the pros figure out Veigar is hella OP? Thanks our Scar already figured it out. Shoulder face. Boom! That level 1 trade. Boom! When will you pick Zed? Should he always be played like Cassin? No. Zed is more situational. Like, I don't actually think Zed was a good pick for C9 just because, like, either they shouldn't have picked Zed or they shouldn't have picked Fiddle, because sorry, because QSS is a counter to both champions. Against Zed, if you have QSS, you can cleanse his Death Mark and you can cleanse Fiddle's Fear, which is like his main ability that keeps you in range of the rest of his stuff. So yeah, Zed has like a few, like, not really like a few hard matchups, it's like mostly Kale. Everything else is pretty easy. So you don't really want to play Zed against Kale. You don't really want to play Zed if they have like massive shields. Like, we played against XCG and they had Shen. Shen is really hard for Zed to deal with, mostly because in team fights, like the Shen ult has such a huge shield, so like he's just gonna shield whoever I ult, and I can't really like Zed is all out bursting one target. Pretty sure you guys all know that. And if Shen just ults the target, then I'm ulting, and he's probably not gonna die. Like if it's late game, the rank 3 Shen ult gives like crazy amounts of shield, and I'm not gonna get a kill on that guy who has like a freaking like 500, I think it's like 600 HP shield or something. Wukong is coming up the gang. Nice. He's not dead, but he flash barriered and back. So yeah, it's hard to play Zed against Shen. Hard to play against like Lulu, KL, stuff like that. Other than that, I think that's like pretty much it. I think you can pick him against like everything else. You can even pick him against those champions. It's just other champs are better in those situations, in my opinion. We can stream it, dude. That would be hella fun. And we're gonna get hella fame for being scrubs. I don't care. It's really fun, yeah. Zed doesn't suck against Fizz, nah. Zed's fine against Fizz. Like, you saw how well Alex Hitch did against Pekka's Fizz. If that doesn't show, then I don't know what does. I actually think Zed beats Fizz all the way up to like 2 items. When Fizz has Zonius and Lichbane, then Fizz wins, but before that Zed wins. It's because at that point, Fizz has 2 ways of avoiding at that point, Fizz has 2 ways of avoiding his Death Mark, like the Zonius and the Playful Trickster. Oh, fucker. I have Lifesteal, both in my runes and the Vamp Scepter, so I should be fine. So at that point, Fizz beats Zed in 1v1s, but like Zed just wins out the early game. So I actually like playing Zed against Fizz. And later in the game, just don't ult the Fizz, like, or wait for him to use everything. Actually, just like don't ult the Fizz at that point. Actually. So this guy has no summoners right now. That's why he's playing so scared. Oh, what the fuck? That was invisible. Weird. These guys hella fucking annoying. Like, oh my god. Okay, let's see if I can surprise him. Just kidding. It didn't work. Oh my god. Sorry. I'm gonna wait for him to push. That Pantheon gank, like, kinda screwed me over a bit. Fucking Pantheon, super annoying. think Zed should have a 10% armor debuff on his target, and any units his shadow passes through for duration of multi has 50% armor pen debuff. Are you fucking serious, dude? He's gonna be so broken if that happens. Like, what the fuck? Like, no way, dude. Hell no. Fuck. If you buff Zed and you make people who pass through his clone get 50% reduced armor, like, holy shit. That is so broken. Like, that is, like, legit fucking broken. Like, hell no, dude. Zane is a bit hard because of the Pantheon early gank. Or not early, really. It was like, he just harassed me down with it. And it's hard to get lifesteal when you're low. Hey, Wukong take blue? I didn't. Pantheon has 6. I guess he was 5 last time I saw him mid, and he just did blue, and buff skips like crazy amounts of XP. And he's ganked mid like 2 to 3 times already, so I might as well expect him to gank mid again. That was pretty good. His barrier's back up. Even 10% would be too much. Like, Zed is in a fine spot right now. They don't need to change Zed. I don't think he has flash. He might not have flash. Good job. Really nice gank. That's like a problem with Xerath, is that he's actually pretty easy to gank. If he can't stay at... Of course. Good job. If he can't stay at complete max range and farm, it's really easy for junglers to gank him. So pretty much what you have to do is you just stand in max range and farm, otherwise you might get ganked. I'm gonna farm Wraiths. I don't really want to base it. I can't really buy any good items. Gragas is slightly overpowered in my opinion. He's getting balanced a bit. He's just a little bit too good against champions with no mobility, like Xerath, for example, or like Gragas makes it really hard for people to play champions with no mobility, such as Ori, like Brand, like Xerath, like all of those champions. Like, oh my god, dude, you're annoying. Well, I won that trade. I got ganked. I won the trade. Someone just mentioned Jace in the chat. Jace too. Gragas just makes it really hard to play those champions because, well, Gragas is just really good against champions with no mobility. Because he has the attack speed reduction and the displacement. Displacement is really, really huge against champions who don't have mobility. Because you can't really dodge his ult as a champion with no mobility. Whereas if you're like Riven or Zed, you can like make him ult you away, or you can dodge it, or you can... But as Ori, you just take it. TF too. Like, Gragas fucking shits on TF. Like, he shits all over TF. Yeah, I'm gonna kill him. Oh well. Worth. This Pantheon just keeps ganking me. Not sure if I want to go for Blade or Boots. I think I'm going to go for Boots because Pantheon keeps ganking me and I just want to be able to outrun him. Yasuo is definitely not overpowered. He's high risk, high reward. Yasuo has countless terrible matchups. Alright, so Zed takes a big fucking shit on Yasuo's face. Like, a big shit, like, on his face. And Yasuo is like, oh yes, Zed senpai, please poo poo on the face. Because, like, Yasuo wins most matchups early game, like 1 to 5. But then after that, he just gets shit on in so many matchups. He just doesn't have enough damage or durability to, like, survive lanes. Like, pretty much what you do as Zed is when you have this items that I have right now, Brutalizer and Collis, you just ult him. He can't get away. He can jump on creeps and you just follow because you have your shadow. He can't do anything. You have a slow on him, you just keep auto attacking him. He can block your Qs, but you just wait. Just keep auto-attacking him, and he just dies. There's nothing you can do. He just dies. Like, Kale, you can't block Kale's auto-attacks. Gragas can just body slam on you. And if you don't get really lucky and block his ult, then you're fucked. Other bad matchups, Riven. Riven is like the hardest counter of all to Yasuo. Completely destroys him. There's like Kassadin does really well against Yasuo actually, because Yasuo spams his Q and E all the time, which allows Kassadin to get his force pulse up a lot. So Kassadin is pretty good too. Like, he just has so many hard matchups. LeBlanc like fucking like obliterates Yasuo, mostly because Yasuo is really weak against ganks, and oh my fucking god. Yasuo is really weak against ganks, and LeBlanc sets up ganks so well with her jump and chain. And even if you block the first chain, she just throws another one. That's the thing, like, it's just really, really fucking hard to play Yasuo. Yeah. If he's a really good counter pick. That's something he's really good at. If you use him as a counter pick. Because, for example, CLG used him against Ziggs. That's an easy matchup. If you have an easy matchup, it's also really important to have an easy jungle matchup. Like, so the jungler is not a champion that can like, whatever, I'm gonna go for it. Oh man, these fuckers. I want to see if I can go for the kill. You also need a jungler. Holy donger. You also need a jungler that like can't gank you that easily. Junglers that can gank you easily are like Kha'Zix is really easy. Who else? A lot of junglers have an easy time ganking. You need a jungler where you can like block some of his stuff. Vi like completely destroys Yasuo. I just feel like Yasuo is like really, really high risk. Great solo queue champion because people don't really abuse him early game. That's the thing, like people, like where Yasuo is weak is he's weak against ganks the entire laning phase. He wins most 1v1s, but if you gank him around level 4 and your mid laner has a CC, then he's pretty screwed. Then which is mostly why I don't consider Yasuo like a really, really strong pick, is because he has so many bad matchups. If he gets a good matchup, like I said, like he's really strong, and you should really look to pick him against champions who are like poking bitches, basically, like people who don't really like go up in your face or set up ganks really well, or champions where you can block a lot of their abilities. So like pretty good against Ziggs, pretty good against Orianna. They both are Poke champions. Pretty good against Yasuo is not that good against Gragas. Really good against Ahri, yeah, but Ahri is not played in competitive, cause she's too weak and she's too unreliable. Yasuo is pretty good versus Syndra, yeah. One of the champions he's pretty good against. Gragas is kind of keeping Syndra down in the current meta, yeah. But yeah, Orianna, Ziggs, and Nidalee are like 3 champions that Yasuo are really, really good against. Like really, really good against those champions. And if you get that matchup, like, you really have to, like Ziggs beats him pretty hard early on, but actually, yeah, he probably beats him pretty hard early on, but he also just has to be careful not getting ganked, and then he's gonna be stronger. Pantheon's dead. What did Pantheon do? He's my last whisper second item. I don't have my shadow right now. Yeah, they're definitely gonna kill me. I just saw Jinx moving now. Are you fucking serious? God, why does he farm rates? Ah. Oh well. Karthus is only good against like really easy matchups. Holy fuck, top is getting shit on. Faker picked Karthus against Yasuo. Like I said, Yasuo is like that's where Faker like chooses to go for scaling into him early game. Like I said, you can abuse him early game with ganks, but Faker just chose to go for late game because like Yasuo can't really abuse long range champions. Like if Karthus just farms with Q from long range, like there's like no way that that Yasuo is gonna kill him. Holy fuck, this ganking squad! Like holy fuck, they just won my dick. I'm waiting for Pantheon. Ahri is not that good, mostly because she's really unreliable. Her damage is, to be quite frank, is pretty shit if you don't land your charm. Like compare Ahri to LeBlanc. So Ahri is 10 times easier to gank. If you gank Ahri and she uses her ult, that's a successful gank, because Ahri gets shit on in lane without ult. In like 90% of matchups. Actually like 100% of matchups. She gets shit on if she doesn't have her. Oh my fucking god, are you serious? So yeah, if you gank Ahri and she uses her ult, it's like really free lane. Like you win lane really really hard if Ahri doesn't have ult. She's really easy to gank before she gets her ult, like pre-6. Her damage is unreliable since you have to land your charm, otherwise you can't kill anyone. Like why would you play Ahri instead of LeBlanc? LeBlanc has a better escape. She's more versatile. She's more reliable. She scales better. I just don't see why you play Ahri over LeBlanc, like ever. I just don't see it. Riven cancel animation thing. Oh yeah, it's like if you press Q and then click anywhere like around your character and then press auto, like okay, so if I Q press auto, so you Q and then you click somewhere random and then you auto. It mostly works on jungle camps. It's kind of risky to do on champions if they move around, but that makes your Q faster. I can show it next time I play Riven if you remind me. Ahri is a lot easier than LeBlanc. That's a really bad mindset to have, that the champion is too hard for you to learn. If you feel like the champion is too hard for you to learn, watch people who know how to play it and learn from them how to play it and eventually get better. Cause like Ahri is just not really worth it. Ahri is actually just as hard as LeBlanc's a bit harder than Ahri, but Ahri is a lot worse, so I don't really see why you'd go for that trade-off. And I think it's a really bad argument saying that the champion is easier to play, therefore it's an okay champion. I think that's like saying Rise is a decent champion because he's like the easiest mid champion in the game to play. I prefer Ahri team fights. Ahri's team fights they're more reliable than like picking off people. LeBlanc still has more overall damage and scalings for killing pretty much anyone. But Ahri has decent team fights, and Ahri is actually pretty strong once you get a few items. But she's just not good compared to other champions. I'm fucking dead, dude. It's okay though. Oh my god. Matchups like Oriana's weaknesses are like getting ganked is really rough for Oriana because she has no mobility other than her speed up. Holy fuck, this guy. He's dead. Oh wow, that ignite did 0 damage. She has nothing but her speed up to escape ganks, and that's not really enough. Holy fuck, dude, these plays are just really bad. So yeah, Ori doesn't want to lane against champions that are good at setting up ganks, or Gragas really. Like Gragas is hard, and champions who set up ganks really well, like LeBlanc, are hard. She does really well in like every single 1v1 matchup, but the problem is when she gets ganked, like how is she gonna survive? That's why I don't play her that much anymore. It's because she is really easy to gank. That Jax is fucking huge. I don't think I can 1v1 him. Until I get level 16 at least. He's level 16 already, holy shit. What about Lissandra? She's tier 1. She's definitely not tier 1. Her laning phase 1v1 is really weak. Like, she doesn't really like do much in 1v1s. She's really good at setting up ganks, but she's probably pretty weak like overall like longer engagements. It's fine. Yasuo Scar said that Fiora counters him. That's the thing, like he just has like a billion counters, and Fiora is one of them. Like Riven does the same as Fiora but better. So Riven is like a much better counter than Fiora, but Fiora definitely does counter him. Kassadin is really broken. That's why he is banned like every single game. So Curse versus CLG, no one picked or banned Kassadin, which is like almost a joke, because he is like actually the most broken champion in the game, and has been for a while. Oh god, dude. Yeah, I get voice cracks when I'm sick. That's how it is, man. When your throat's hurting, you get voice cracks. Oh wow, that's a really nice kill, boys. Get him. They're better off just going back. Let's go back, please. Please. Oh shit. OP. If Kazan is broken, why do I suck with him? Like, I don't know. I don't like watch you playing Kassadin, but all I can tell you is that he's the best champion in the game, and extremely broken in competitive and solo queue. and that's why he's banned 100% of games in Korea, just for a reason. And I hope Riot will remove him from the game soon. Heimerdinger is, I don't know, he's kind of like a worse version of like Orianna. Like Orianna has zoning ability like he does, but I feel like she's like a stronger champion overall. His turrets are really crap. Like they do good damage, but they don't like Xerath plants. The reason like Xerath plants are so much better than Heimer turrets are because Xerath's plants have reduced damage towards AoE. Heimer's turrets don't, so they just insta die to AoE. So imagine like the enemy team is a Gragas. You throw down your like 3 or 4 turrets, and Gragas throws his ult. All of your turret die, and you're like, oh. All of a sudden you like don't really do anything. You throw your missiles, you like throw your grenade. How do I play the Blanc in late game team fights? I just focus the nearest target. Like, just like wait for their jungler or their tank, their top laner to come in and just start to work. And even with all the jungle pressure, like you see in Coast, like they get so much jungle pressure and she doesn't even like really do anything for them. I think other champions are better. He's got him. Need 200 gold for our. I played Akali for a while. I think I'd probably rather play Fizz than Akali if it came down to it. I can get Hydra now. This guy has Zonius. Holy fuck, cleared that wave instantly. He doesn't know that he hits me. I don't want to W first because then I won't kill him because he has Zonius. I need to ult first. Like that. Fuck. Zonius is too strong. What's your thought on Elo boosters? It kind of sucks when people get Elo boosted because it kind of ruins other people's game. I used to do Elo boosting like way back in season 1 because I wasn't a pro, and I'm pretty sure like almost all pro players at some point have done elo boosting, like at least once, whether they like admit it or not. But it's not really a nice thing to do, and it's still done like way more than people think. But it's like pretty fucking bad for the community, and it kind of fucks up like the rank system. But guys in the Zonias this time. He's not gonna die though. God. I need to run. Oh. Thanks. Oh. Oh fuck, he can jump on creeps. Shit, dude. Wow, that guy's fucking strong. Oh, you're dead. Fucking Jax, so strong. Fizz is pretty good. Oh, what the fuck? There's no. What? What the fuck? They can finish? Oh, wait, Wukong's up soon. Never mind. Holy fuck, I was like, wait, what? Go. Hero Alistar! I didn't have Bork, did I? Quinn mid is not that great. Like, you seriously need to wreck some fucking face in lane. She's pretty easy to gank. Um, if you have hard CC, she's easy to gank. Then she can't just use her E out. Oh, they ran all the way back. Quinn doesn't scale that well, depending on what you build. If you build like an 80 carry, you scale fine, but I still don't like see why you'd really play Quinn. Like, I guess she works in solo queue because you can take advantage of the surprise element. Um, of like in solo queue, people are like, holy, what the fuck, OP damage. Like when you play early game Quinn, because she does a lot of damage early game. Real damn kills. Fucking stop wings, seriously. I have pretty OP lifesteal now that I have Hydra. Talon is fine in solo queue, but I would probably recommend Zed or Riven over Talon. He works though. If you really like playing him, you can play him, but I still think Zed's better, and Riven's better. I used to play Talon, but I feel like these champions are superior. Jax is not here. His lifesteal this shit up. I thought about trying out Zillion mid. It's decent. A little bit risky. My G is up pretty soon. You can check out my LOL King to see what Rings and Masters is. Oh fuck. I ignored someone on accident. Oh wait, expect it. Oh shit. Hey. I don't think Kog'Maw mid is good. It's way too easy to gank, like way too easy.